Today, we need to fix the election reporting. The media is not doing their job anymore. So we're going to fix that today with a technique called end sampling. In a minute, you're going to see 5 10-second clips of 2 candidates selected using a publicly verifiable random number, the cents portion of the Dow Jones closing prices over a period of time. Studies prove that by watching just 10 seconds, you can rate teachers the same as if you'd spent a whole semester with them. Apparently, it's all based on emotions. Politicians know this, and with consultants and the media help, they frame exactly how they want you to see them. That's where the end sampling helps. If you slice through any data set, left, right, and across the middle, you get rid of the framing that the media does. You actually see them as they are. That's the idea, so here now are John Fetterman and Mehmet Oz, who are running for U.S. Senator in Pennsylvania.
Better, whether it's the infrastructure plan, all these great investments. I mean, the Biden presidency is going to be transformative, certainly through the remainder of his first.
Is about distraction, and it's all over the place with all kinds of campaigns, but the 3 issues that will determine this election are the economy, crime, and the border specifically.
Protecting our community. And I'm also proud to have been a Democrat. I know what an issue gun violence is in Philadelphia. As mayor, I'm proud as a Democrat to say that we stopped.
As a scientist, I'll tell you, it's a dishonest narrative. It's not going to work the way they described it. We've dropped our carbon footprint in Pennsylvania and actually in America by more than
wage isn't part of that, which I think it absolutely must. And to me, that's absolutely critical. I mean, you can send checks, and we should, because people are hurting.
A diner serving you coffee can educate you on how badly Biden has bungled the energy policies here. We are losing high-paying jobs. We're not driving down inflation, which is number one.
Last Thanksgiving, I know I didn't. I hadn't seen my parents all year. And, think about how much better Thanksgiving is this year.
But in the Senate, our job is to protect Americans, create a border. That's what defines a country. But we're not doing it. And with a porous open border, you have cartels, which are terrorists.
And the residents of that community elected me overwhelmingly 4 months later, and the issue never came up in that primary, and it's being brought up in.
No one else on the parole board think that's right. Well, really? That's the person you want to go after? When John Fetterman is asked, if you could wave a magic wand, what's the one thing you would do?
That's it. Now that you've watched these 10-second clips, according to the research, you should be just as prepared to judge how much you'd like them as human beings as if you'd watched them a lot longer. So good luck, and if you're interested in more about end sampling, just stay for the end. Thanks. Now, end sampling works like this. You get 3 public interviews on YouTube. You choose 10-second clips using a publicly verifiable random number to represent the start of each clip as a percentage of the video duration. I'm using the cents portion of the Dow Jones closing prices over a period of time. Don't include any clips where the candidate isn't the only speaker. And here's the key thing. Don't worry about providing context. Providing context leaves room to frame any narrative you want. We've had enough of the consultants and the media trying to frame the context for us. We can figure out the context, as you'll see quickly here. Now, here are 2 of the videos that I'm going to be slicing through. These are just some random percentages, and that's how we slice into each one of these. Right now, these are random numbers. I'm going to replace those with the last 2 cents of the last few days ending October 21st of the Dow Jones Industrial Price. And I've got that all in a spreadsheet right here. I'll go ahead and just select it right now. And I'll just paste on top of this. As we can see now, these 56%, 59, 81%, they correspond to 56 cents, 59, 81, 80, etc. from the Dow Jones Industrial. So we're not doing any tricks here. Now, let's look at our first attempt. This first video with Katie Hobbs, it's 16 minutes, 17 seconds. And according to the Dow Jones number, we should go 56% into that, which is 9 minutes, 17 seconds. Let's go ahead and take a look at what she said.
Specific that you think, for those who say.
We will disqualify this one because it was not showing the speaker.
strategy, personnel, whatever that is.
Is there a fault?
And we will disqualify this one as well because it is not showing only the speaker. Any video that doesn't show the speaker in its entirety for 10 seconds, we're disqualifying.
Jobs, because, you know, at the same time that we're experiencing this tremendous economic growth.
Here's where YouTube threw up an ad, and obviously I'll edit this out.
People are still struggling. Even those employed people who can't afford housing, who are being pinched.
Okay, so there's our first full 10 second clip. Now let's do one from Kerry Lake.
What you mean by sending the National Guard.
We will disqualify that one. Doesn't show Kerry Lake in its entirety.
You know, we've taken plans to some of these cities for affordable housing. Lay it out and we said, we can build this for you and get a whole bunch of affordable housing. And some of the cities will come back and say, well.
Okay, so there's our 10 second strip. And that's our methodology. Let's just go through the rest now.